Welcome to the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights Podcast, your go-to source for the latest developments, trends, and regulatory changes in the industry. I'm your host, Steve Hamoan, here to provide you with insights sourced from reputable news outlets to help you stay informed and make well-informed decisions.
This podcast is brought to you by Real Approved Inc., a trusted mortgage brokerage dedicated to helping Canadians achieve their home ownership dreams. Visit realapproved.ca to learn more about how our experienced team can assist you with your mortgage needs. Let's dive into today's episode.
Today, we're starting off with a survey that highlights a significant trend in the Canadian housing market. According to a recent survey by Mortgage Professionals Canada, most recent Canadian homebuyers could not have purchased property without outside financial help. In fact, 70% of them relied on family gifts, loans, or other support. Janine, this really underscores the challenges and affordability that many Canadians are facing.
Absolutely, Steve. It's quite a shift to see down payment assistance becoming a requirement rather than a backup plan for many Canadians. This indicates how crucial family support has become in achieving homeownership dreams. As someone who works closely with homebuyers, I see firsthand how these financial pressures are impacting families.
And it's not just about buying a home. Housing is becoming central to both wealth building and retirement strategies. A survey by the Healthcare of Ontario Pension Plan found that 62% of Canadians now view homeownership as a key element of retirement, either as an investment or a source of stability.
That makes sense, especially when considering that 44% of homeowners plan to fund their retirement by selling their homes. It's an emotional decision for many, as homes are not just investments, but places filled with memories.
Right, and the trend is particularly pronounced among younger Canadians. Over half of those aged 18 to 34 expect to rely on home equity for retirement. But with rising home prices, this also means making tough choices between home ownership and other financial goals like retirement savings.
It's a delicate balance. The idea of carrying a mortgage into retirement is concerning, as found in another survey by Mortgage Professionals Canada. About 65% of working homeowners are worried about this, especially with the repayment burdens increasing as rates rise.
And speaking of rates, most homeowners are favoring fixed-rate mortgages for the stability they offer, especially with the potential for rate increases looming. But it's interesting to note that variable rate holders are more likely to make extra payments, which could be a strategy to mitigate some risks.
That's an important point, Steve. Additionally, many homeowners are turning to renovations or rental income to help manage costs. It's all part of the broader strategy to make homeownership more sustainable in the long run.
And with property playing such a central role in long-term financial planning, advisors like Evan Inglis from IG Wealth Management are updating their models to reflect more realistic growth expectations. It's crucial for plans to not overly depend on real estate valuations, especially in uncertain markets.
I agree. It's about finding that balance between emotional and financial aspects of homeownership. For younger buyers, understanding the broader financial implications and making informed decisions is key.
Lastly, there's growing concern about mortgage fraud, with 34% of respondents expressing high concern. This highlights the need for robust income verification processes to ensure that home prices remain fair and accessible.
It's a call for fair practices in the industry, which is essential for maintaining trust and stability in the housing market. Let's continue to watch how these dynamics evolve, especially with the ongoing interest rate changes.
Let's dive into the current state of regional housing markets across Canada. The Canadian Real Estate Association recently reported a mild uptick in housing market activity nationwide. However, the pace of home sales and price growth varies significantly between regions. In major cities like Toronto, there's an 8.1% increase in home resales, while Vancouver sees a 2.8% rise. Edmonton and Montreal also have some positive movement, but National Composite MLS Home Price Index has slipped by 0.2%, marking its seventh consecutive monthly decline.
It's interesting to see how these regional differences play out, Steve. The decline in the home price index might bring some relief in terms of affordability, especially after the soaring costs during the pandemic. But the uncertainty in the economy, partly due to US tariffs, is creating a lot of hesitation among buyers. It's a complex scenario where prospective homeowners are trying to navigate through financial challenges and economic uncertainties.
Absolutely, Janine. And the regional disparities are quite stark. Southern Ontario and British Columbia are facing the steepest price drops, with Guelph seeing a 2.5% decline and Niagara 1.5%. Even Toronto and Vancouver are experiencing declines, albeit at a slower pace. This shift in supply-demand conditions is creating a buyer's market, which is a significant change from the pandemic era.
Yes, and for sellers, it's becoming increasingly competitive. With high inventory levels, many are finding it challenging to get their properties off the market. But it's a different story in the prairies and Atlantic Canada, where property values are robust. Quebec City has seen a remarkable 16.4% increase, and cities like Fredericton and St. John are also experiencing double-digit growth. It's a testament to the strength of those local markets.
On the flip side, Alberta's cities like Calgary and Edmonton are showing mixed results. While the activity has leveled off, prices are easing due to growing inventory. Newfoundland and Labrador, interestingly, are seeing a strong real estate market with plenty of activity, contrasting with the traditionally strong markets like Ontario and BC. The gradual recovery of resales is expected to continue as consumer confidence builds and interest rate cuts take effect.
It's fascinating to see how different regions are responding to the current economic climate. While some areas are thriving, others are struggling with high inventory and affordability challenges. The key takeaway here is that buyers need to be well informed about their local markets to make smart decisions. It's all about understanding the nuances and planning accordingly.
The mortgage renewal market in Canada is navigating some choppy waters right now, Janine. Borrowers are facing higher rates, but it seems we haven't hit the crisis levels some had predicted. Many homeowners are struggling with their bills, yet there's no widespread panic in the market.
That's right, Steve. It's a challenging time for many, but it's encouraging to see that the feared meltdown hasn't happened. People are cutting back on discretionary spending, which is tough, but it's a necessary step for many to manage their finances.
And with these rising costs, more Canadians are turning to mortgage brokers for guidance. A survey by Mortgage Professionals Canada found that 2/3 of people are likely to use a mortgage broker next time. Those who have already used one seem quite satisfied, with 81% saying they'd go back to the same broker.
It's a testament to the value mortgage brokers bring, especially in such uncertain times. Renee Hughes from Spire Mortgage Team mentioned that the renewal conversation now goes beyond just the mortgage itself. It's about a comprehensive financial review to help clients manage their monthly cash flow better.
Indeed, Janine. It's about looking at the whole financial picture, not just the mortgage. In Alberta, for example, many homeowners have built up significant equity over the past 2 years. This equity allows them to refinance, rework their cash flow, and even reduce some stress by reamortizing their mortgage over a longer period.
That's a great point, Steve. Renee Hughes also noted that despite the higher rates, mortgages coming up for renewal aren't necessarily causing financial ruin, which is reassuring. Homeowners who've gained equity are in a better position to handle these renewals.
And while fixed mortgage rates have increased slightly, they're still below the worst levels seen over the past 30 years. Renee emphasizes that housing should be viewed as a long-term investment. The focus should be on whether the home and monthly payments suit the family's needs, rather than trying to predict short-term market movements.
Exactly, Steve. It's about making sure the home works for the family now and in the future. The market will always have ups and downs, but the key is to maintain a long-term perspective and not get caught up in the short-term fluctuations.
Our last topic for today is an important leadership change at the Real Estate Council of Ontario, or RECO. Brenda Buchanan has been appointed as the new Chief Executive Officer of RECO, stepping into this role following a comprehensive national search. With over 20 years of experience in the Ontario regulatory environment, Brenda brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the position.
That's right, Steve. Brenda Buchanan is well regarded for her empathetic leadership and her dedication to consumer protection. Having served as RECO's Chief Operations Officer since 2019, she's been a key player in the organization's strategic planning and stakeholder engagement efforts. Her appointment as CEO marks a new chapter for RECO, particularly as they aim to enhance transparency and innovation in real estate regulation.
Katie Steinfeld, the chair of RECO's board, expressed great confidence in Brenda's ability to lead RECO into the future. She described Brenda as a bold, forward-thinking leader whose vision will help reimagine real estate regulation in Ontario. This is certainly an exciting development for the industry, especially as RECO continues to focus on building trust in every transaction.
It's also noteworthy that Brenda has emphasized the importance of collaboration with the Ontario government and other stakeholders. She's committed to ensuring strong consumer protection, which is a core part of RECO's mission. With her extensive background in both public and private sectors, including her time at the Canada Lands Company, Brenda is well equipped to navigate the complexities of this role.
Absolutely, Janine. Brenda's leadership comes at a crucial time as the real estate market faces various challenges. Her focus on technology-enabled regulation could bring about significant improvements in how real estate services are delivered and monitored. It's a move that could enhance both efficiency and consumer confidence in the industry.
Indeed, and with her previous roles in executive positions and her involvement in community organizations like the Starlight Children's Foundation, Brenda Buchanan's background shows a strong commitment to service and leadership. It will be interesting to see how her vision shapes the future of RECO and impacts the broader real estate landscape in Ontario.
Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Ontario Mortgage and Real Estate Insights podcast. We hope you found today's insights valuable as you navigate the world of mortgages and real estate.
Before you go, a quick reminder. Real Approved is here to make your mortgage journey smoother. Whether you're buying your first home or refinancing, their experienced team is ready to guide you with personalized support every step of the way. Visit realapproved.ca to get started and take the next step toward achieving your homeownership goals. Catch you next time and stay informed with the latest industry insights.